Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing chapter 1 of heat and mass transfer subject. I'll be discussing some introduction and basic concepts. For this video we'll understand how thermodynamics and heat transfer are related to each other. We'll also try to understand the basic mechanism of heat transfer by conduction. Now let us see how thermodynamics and heat transfer are related to each other. We all know that heat, it is a form of energy which is transferred from one system to the other system when there is a temperature difference. For heat to transfer, you need temperature difference. If there is thermal equilibrium, there won't be any heat transfer. Right? So in thermodynamics, what we used to do, we used to calculate the amount of heat transferred, that is in kilojoule. That is, we were calculating or measuring the quantity. In heat transfer, we will only determine the rate of heat transfer and not the quantity. So heat transfer deals with determination of rate of such energy transfers as well as variation of the temperature. Transfer of energy as heat is always from higher temperature to the lower temperature one. So heat transfer will, as I said, will stop if both the system are at same temperature or are in thermal equilibrium. Heat can be transferred in three different modes. We all know that: conduction, convection and radiation. How it is different? Now see, with the help of heat transfer, you can be able to calculate after what time or after how many minutes or after how many hours the hot coffee in a thermos flask will cool down or will reach the room temperature. We can calculate that time with the help of heat transfer, which cannot be done with the thermodynamic analysis. Application of some of the conduction examples. It is used as a good conductors of heat, and that is why we all know that we all use steel utensils because it is made up of metal, and metals are good conductors of heat. Mercury is used in thermometer as it is also a good conductor of heat. The metal doorknob, you can see when you touch it, you will feel that it is little bit at lower temperature than your body temperature because the heat is conducted away from the hand. Uses of bad conductors of heat: materials such as cork, fiberglass and styrofoam, they are bad conductors of heat. They are bad conductors of heat because they have a porous structure, and in that porous structure air is filled inside it, and we all know that air is a bad conductor of heat. Woolen cloths are also used to keep people warm in winter because animals have thick furs or feathers to reduce the heat loss of heat to the cold surrounding. Handles of cooking utensils are also made up of either wood or plastic or fiber. Engineering heat transfer, we all know all types of heat exchangers. They transfer heat, and heat analysis or heat transfer analysis is done for that equipment. So heat transfer equipment such as boilers, condensers, radiators, heaters, furnaces. Here I have put a figure of condenser of a refrigerator. You can see the tubes are nothing but the tubes are hollow and refrigerant passes through it, and the vertical fins which you can see, they are there to transfer the heat. So heat exchangers or heat transfer equipment, they all are based on heat transfer analysis or designed based on heat transfer analysis. The heat transfer problems encountered in practice are considered in two groups. Generally, either you find out the heat transfer rate, or you can say categorically you first find out the heat transfer rate, what is the total amount of heat transferred, and then you do the sizing of that equipment. right? So while calculating the rating or the rate of heat transfer, we will always take into account all modes of all possible modes of heat transfer. It's not that only conduction, or it's not that only convection. There may be equipment where you will have combination of both conduction and convection, or convection and radiation, or all the three. So the rating problems deal with determination of the heat transfer rate for an existing system. Then sizing problems, they deal with determination of size of the system in order to transfer heat at a specific rate for a specified temperature difference. So in this sizing problem, designing of the tube, diameter of the tube, length of the tube, how many bends you need, how many number of tubes you need, how many number of fins you need, all those things are calculated.